Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again to the reaction for you guys. It is finally here, the first episode of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I'm really excited to get into this. Just like WandaVision, highly anticipated. Can't wait to see what they do with it. Trailer's been really good, so I'm excited to see what they do here. The first episode, the title, New World Order. And I thought that was interesting because if you remember when they dropped the first two episodes, I believe just the first two episodes of WandaVision, they waited a couple days to then reveal the title, and then every release the title was out, I think, at that point. But this, right away, New World Order. So maybe in terms of, like, spoilers or maybe, like, specific titles, maybe it's not as spoilerish or whatever. I'm not really sure, because they could have easily revealed the first two episode titles for WandaVision immediately, but they didn't. New World Order. I like the title. Shut up, computer. Shut up, computer. Shut up. But, okay, New World Order, because Cap, I'm presuming, is dying within this show. That's just a theory. I don't know. I think they're covering the funeral. That's just been speculation based off some footage and some pictures released, of course, from the show. People are thinking, okay, there's Cap's funerals being covered at some point. Or maybe it's just the fact that since Cap is no longer Cap, you know, Steve has given up the mantle. Of course, he's too old at this point. That, you know, obviously they're looking to make a militaristic Captain America. They're not accepting Sam as the new Cap. They're not accepting, you know, the Falcon as a new Captain America. Or he just becomes Captain America. But it's called the Falcon, so he's still Falcon in this. But, I don't know. I mean, New World Order, I'm guessing they're just trying to think of, like, the best way to approach it is, like, because Captain America is a symbol to the world, but mostly the United States. But, like, everyone recognizes him, so maybe the thinking is, because if John Walker, I think that's the character's name, becomes the new Cap within from the military side of it all, where they're trying to push this angle of a new Cap, that they're just trying to make him look exactly the same so people feel safer. I don't really know. I have no clue. But regardless, I'm really excited to see what they do with this. Because I really love Falcon and I love Winter Soldier. I love these two characters, and I'm curious to see what they're going to do with them, because their banter and stuff in the MCU has always been fantastic. So I'm just curious how they're going to go about it within this show, because we're realistically getting about roughly 6 hours of movie story within this show, which is exciting, because if this was a movie, it'd be 2.5 hours or 2 hours and 10 minutes or something, and that's it. But we're getting 6 episodes, and they're roughly about an hour-ish long. This is 49 minutes. So, yeah, stop rambling at this point. I'm going to stop talking, because I just want to get into it and see and check it out and see what they show us. So, let's get into it. Let's see what they do. Oh.
Like it's someone else's. We need you to make sure that LAF doesn't deliver on that threat. To be subtle.
Subtle.
Got it.
No. Like that shot. Oops. Shouldn't have stopped peeking. Oh. That's a way to get in. Damn. Oh, that was good. Oh, he's out. They thought jumping out of an airplane was actually a smart tactic? But he can fly? Simple enough. Whoa. Okay, he just went right for him.
He's not gonna follow. What's up?
I love you. That was so good, Sam. What up? Good maneuvering. Oh, shit. Oh, crap. Okay, that was close. Okay, and then here comes the rockets. Boom.
LAF crews, man, they're trying to take advantage of all the chaos.
Him filming.
Money, and that I get.
He's gonna film something.
Basically, they think that the world was better during the blip. Trust me, it wasn't. Trust me. Some people, they think that he's in the secret base on the moon, looking down.
Yeah, that's where Steve is.
Steve represented the best in all of us. Courageous, righteous. The world has been forever changed.
War Machine. Rhodey.
We need new heroes.
Yep. So he's not keeping the shield.
So you're gonna make me ask?
Take the shield.
New day, brother.
Oh my gosh. Is this a flashback, maybe? Okay.
You seem a little off today. Did something happen recently?
But I wonder if that nightmare ties into something.
Rule number 1, can't do anything illegal.
Um.
Rule number 2,
What's rule number 2?
nobody gets hurt. It's a big one.
Then why isn't there rule number 1?
Should we?
I didn't hurt anybody. I completed rule number 3. I'm no longer the Winter Soldier. I am James Bucky Barnes, and you're part of my efforts to make amends.
Okay.
I trust people.
Hey, give me your phone.
You trust people? Oh. Well.
What do you want?
Peace.
That is utter bullshit.
You're a terrible friend.
I was an asshole soldier. So I saw...
He would like to take you out on a date. Bingo.
Oh my god.
Night of pinnacle. I thought we were going to discuss if we were selling.
We did. And then you were off fighting Dr. Space Cake or whatever while I was holding it together for 5 long years.
Okay.
So have you dated much since Half the Visual Sea came back?
Not really.
Wait, how old are you?
106.
He's not kidding. He's not kidding.
What are you doing?
Reading your mind.
Please don't.
No word for someone whose kids died. This is like the worst thing that can happen.
Excuse me. How was the date?
Okay. I was thinking, like, is that the guy he killed earlier?
It was
I thought it connected earlier, but I'm thinking, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's not the connection, but damn.
No video games?
No video games.
Yes, video games.
Yes, the video games. Oh, it's that group, okay. Yep.
I knew it, Falcon.
Yes, man.
Oh my gosh.
Did Stark pay you when he was around? My condolences, by the way.
Thank you, but no, it doesn't really.
No.
Mrs. Wilson.
Miss, I'm a widow.
Miss.
I know your family has banked with us for generations, but we cannot approve it.
I'm the one who kept that boat from sinking.
Yeah, well, half the boat's mine, and so is the house. We're not selling our family's legacy.
You gonna do it like that when you know I'm right?
Yep.
He doesn't want to get rid of it because it's been in his family for so long. I understand.
So this is the leader of the Flag Smashers, huh? Yeah, real nice guy.
Mm.
You're supposed to be monitoring them. Everyday Americans feel it. Welcome,
New
my
cap.
heroes who join me in welcoming your new Captain America.
About to say they could show his face, and they did. There you guys have it. The first episode of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Pretty interesting beginning here. Because I was expecting by the end of the episode they're going to be together and starting to figure out all this stuff with these Flag Smashers, this group or whatever. Or, you know, these characters have been showing up. And I think it was, I don't think they confirmed within the trailers they were they're a group of, you know, Flag Smasher. I think that was a character in the comics. Remember I was talking about Flag Smasher? But anyways, it's this group that basically, the ideology is that they thought the world was better during the blip. Basically the 5-year gap of like half of everything being gone. And so I thought that we were going to be seeing Bucky and Sam come together within this episode, and actually, that's not what they did. And I'm kind of glad they went a different direction, because my expectations was this, and they went, nope, let's actually do this instead. We actually focus on both of them in very different places after the events of Endgame, and I believe it's been 6 months or so since the events of Endgame here. And I'm not 100% sure, but I think they might have confirmed that Cap is now gone, like he's actually dead. Let me look this up as I'm Winter Soldier, Cap, because I believe they may have said, and maybe they did reveal that exactly. I try to remember like the wording, but I think that he might have said that. Maybe you guys will let me know in the comments, like, well, this is exactly what he said, or like, this is confirmed that he is gone at this point. Maybe. I like how that one soldier asked Sam, is like, is he on the moon? Like, no, he's not on the moon. Why would he be on the moon? The opening action scene was really good. Like, it was movie quality. It was so well done. And just seeing Sam flying around, all this crazy stuff. And that was a great fight within that cargo plane. And then them jumping out. I'm like, of course Sam's going to follow. And that's not smart. I mean, they were able to kind of fight back a little. And there was helicopters, of course. And heat signature missiles, or heat sinking missiles, whatever they're called. And I like that maneuver where he went through the helicopter, the doors, and grabbed the guy as the missiles came in and hit the helicopter. And that one bit too where he was like saying he can't catch us or whatever, and then the camera just pans to him sitting there like, what up? That was so good. And saving that guy. And then that guy was starting to film when they were out there, and he's like repairing some stuff, I think on Red Wing, because Red Wing was really helpful in that fight. But that guy was recording, and then of course he recorded the Flag Smashers, and he got his ass kicked. As he was recording and walking and just looking around as he's talking to Sam, I'm thinking something bad's going to happen to this guy like right now. And I was wrong, but I thought something was going to happen, because I'm like, he's recording stuff and maybe he's going to record something on his phone, and then something happens and he caught it on camera, or he caught the person who does it, and then Sam has to go back and kind of look through the footage. That's what I thought, and then I was wrong. So I'm kind of glad that as I'm watching, I'm starting to think, okay, this is what they're going to do, and then they don't do it. They do something else instead. I think that's interesting. For Bucky, I think what was most interesting is that I was surprised at how deep they were going with some of the basically after effects of him getting out of the Winter Soldier, because the first thing you see is a nightmare, but it's a flashback, and you don't realize the significance. And I think it should have connected when he was sitting with the father of the man that he just took out, because he was collateral damage, that son. Because you see him, this hotel scene or whatever, like this really nice fancy building, it's a hotel, and it seems he's trying to get into a room, and Winter Soldier just busts through the freaking wall. It was so cool. And then Hell Hydra, and then of course he's in classic Winter Soldier gear. I'm like, this is definitely a flashback. But then you see this guy, and I'm thinking he's gonna go up and open the door for the guy. No, he kills him. I'm like, oh shit, and then he wakes up. He goes to a shrink, and apparently she is not the best. He's like, you're definitely not a good shrink. Because every single time he's like, I didn't have a nightmare. He's lying, but he's afraid to open up. Like, Bucky, I think, is afraid to open up to people he doesn't know. Because he could open up to Steve. I almost said Sam. Maybe at some point he can open up to Sam, but right now, no. But he could open up to Steve, his best friend, before everything happened, of course, and then even after he could talk to him, but now it seems that he can't. So I do think Steve's gone at this point. Maybe I'm wrong. But the wording Sam was when he gave off the shield, which that guy was there with Rhodey, by the way, War Machine. But that guy, they're saying, thank you so much for giving the shield up or whatever. It's like because he was wanting to make a new Cap, which we'll talk about that a little bit later. The new Cap. So Bucky is there, and he's eating with this elderly man, and I'm like, what's the connection here? Maybe he's just more in tune with older people because he's so old himself. And maybe that's clear with him going on that date that guy set him up on. He's like, you want to go on a date with him? She's like, sure. And he's like, what are you doing? He's like, you got to get out there. You got to do that. So her bringing up, of course, the death of the son, and then not know, because I think he said he doesn't know what happened. He doesn't clearly know that he's talking to the man that did it. Not in his own mind, because he was under mind control. He wasn't himself, but still, he still did. I mean, we had this whole thing with Civil War with Tony and everything and his parents. So it's really emotional. And then to come to find out that he controlled that woman's car to make amends and to scare the crap out of her and stuff. It's like, I'm here to make amends. But then here comes the police to take you away. Because he has a recording of what she was saying in her car with that guy. With this guy, he's trying to make amends by just befriending him and trying to help him through his heartache from his son, because when he went to his apartment and the door opens and you see the son's picture, I'm like, gee, okay. I was wondering, that's going to come back somehow. I didn't realize that he was going to be befriending the father of the man he killed as collateral damage during a Winter Soldier mission. Like, it was really like, wow, like they're really going deep with this. And for Sam, it was more of like, the opening act scene was great. He's been working with the Air Force, I think, Air Force or something. And then, of course, giving the shield away. And him and his sister, his sister. It's clearly his sister, just the way they go back and forth. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I missed that. But I believe it's obvious just the way they talk. But regardless, they couldn't get the loan, and he doesn't want to sell that boat because they grew up on that boat. It's like, it's been in their family for generations, the whole business and everything, and she wants to get rid of it. So he's trying to repair it and all that kind of stuff, and I understand. You know, when you grow up on something and you have something that's a part of your life growing up, it's very hard to get rid of it. And I understand that aspect of it. I really do. So I'm kind of glad they kind of went into some of this stuff with these two characters, like stuff that you normally would think, oh, they may cover a little, but they really covered a lot in this episode in terms of their different things they're dealing with before they come together within the show. So the new Cap, that guy is so disingenuous. The guy who shook Sam's hand and thank you so much for giving the shield back because he wanted to make a new Cap. That was the whole plan. Maybe because we didn't see this, maybe there was some and maybe we'll find out maybe in a flashback or maybe in some conversation that Sam will go to that guy after the announcement of a new Cap, saying, look, we talked, blah, 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 and you convinced me to give up the shield so that we could archive it and showcase to the world, Cap's shield. And then to turn around and give it to some guy and become the new Cap, I mean, come on. This is probably not going to go well, for sure. But it definitely isn't. I'm glad that they did it within the first episode, though, because there's only 6. But still, the fact is, you kind of went in on a really big note, and I think this is pretty significant. Even though we knew he was in the show, and we knew he was coming, because they had already cast him, they were talking about him and all that kind of stuff, and we had saw, set photos, and it was just clear, because they've been showing him and talking about him in the marketing, but it was still good to kind of show him and go, boom, a new Cap, and how impactful that was on Sam as we watched the episode, so it makes sense to end on that note. So overall, good stuff here, and great opening action sequence, some great drama, some funny moments, and some big whoa, like the father angle where he's talking to the father. Bucky is trying to make amends that way, and to kind of see more of Sam's life, with his family, that was definitely interesting, and I wasn't expecting that. So I kind of like that because we're slowly building up. They gave a little tease of the Flag Smashers, that group. And I'm guessing he's going to be significant to the story. The guy who's recording it all and everything and talked to Sam for a bit, I'm guessing he'll be significant with that storyline. We'll have to wait and see. So what'd you guys think of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, very first episode? I'm curious to know your thoughts. Whatever thoughts you have, let me know in the comment section below, guys. Talk to you guys soon. Peace out.